live
Woo.
from Table 30 in the world famous Bistro Huddy in fabulous Los Angeles. This is Bistro Huddy Live on Twitch. I am your host, as always, Drew Talbert, and with me, as always, is the beautiful, the lovely, the talented, the brilliant Andrea, co-hosting literally in the host stand.
Yeah.
So
What's
we're
up,
gonna
guys?
be with you. What's up? You like that intro? So Fancy Flying says, "I know the owner." Interesting.
Oh, I wonder what that means.
She knows the owner. I love seeing some of these names again, like the Apathetic, Natalie. Some of these new names, K Forrest.
Yeah, who in here? Write in the chat if you are new. If this is your first live that you've done with us, let us know.
Yeah, are you brand
Because maybe
new?
you were a lurker before. Maybe you've watched it, but you've not really interacted in the chat, and now you've done that, which is really exciting. So yeah, let us know if you're new.
First Twitch ever, Natalie.
I love it.
We have
I
some
love it.
people. It's their
You're in for a
first
treat.
Twitch ever. Twitch was new to me too. I want to thank right away Zach and Eli for moderating. Zach over at After Hours for all your. He will coach you up on branding, social media, how to get your brand out there. So look him up. But thank you, Zach, Eli, with the web design and backing up Zach. And so they're moderating all night. Special thanks to them. And they shepherded us through this whole Twitch experience because it was new to us too, guys.
Yeah. We've got
New
some
to
people
us
over here
too.
from TikTok. We just did a TikTok live.
Yes.
So
from
thanks
TikTok.
for coming on over
awesome.
from that.
Very cool. Yeah, I love TikTok live because like the audience is right there. But what I love about Twitch is we're able to customize it a little bit more and do some of the pre-made videos and stuff. Speaking of.
And we can actually talk back in the chat to them.
Yeah.
And you're in for a treat. This is way different than any other live on something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andrea looks really nice tonight. She looks so good.
Yeah,
She looks so good.
Our lighting
right.
might be a little crazy.
She looks great. We had a little technical issues.
Yeah, we might have some issues.
I think we've got it. I
It's
think we
gonna
got
be
it all
great. It's
ironed
fine.
out.
Whatever.
Anyway,
We're all here.
I'm very excited about something tonight, Andrea.
Oh, what are you excited about?
We have a new video we're premiering.
Two.
A new video tonight. As you guys know, stimulus checks went out. And when Bistro Huddy got theirs, everybody called out. They didn't want to work because they had their stimmy. And Casey Lancy says, "I know the owner too." And they all called out. And Bridget apparently went to Vegas.
She was.
To double her stimmy. Bridget, sweet Bridget, called out.
It was a little wild. It was a little out of character, but I liked it.
So, right. It was a little out of character.
It was.
But
maybe
you know
there's
what?
more to
That's-
Bridget than
Yeah,
we
maybe there's a little
know.
more to Bridget than we realize. That's the thing. Like, we tend to put people in a box. But Bridget went to Vegas. I think this new video captures some of that time in Vegas, guys.
Yeah. And it's a little crazy.
I think it's crazy what happened to Bridget
It's
in
never
Vegas.
been seen before until now.
So-
We're going to premiere it here.
So, yeah. Let's Get Baked is back. Welcome back. Says, sad I need work and my stimmy. I feel you. Watching on your phone. The Venetian is a nice casino. That is true.
What's your favorite Vegas casino?
The Cosmo is really nice. I only stay there because my brother and my brother-in-law pay for it.
That's true.
Bridget getting married in Vegas. Wouldn't that be wild?
That's crazy.
Wouldn't that be
Bridget?
crazy?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out.
What else is going on tonight, Andrea?
So we also have a special guest,
Yes.
Chef Aaron Robbins from Boneyard Bistro, a.k.a.
Yep.
the restaurant that we met at.
We met.
A.k.a. the
Yeah.
restaurant that Bistro Huddy is pretty much
Yeah,
modeled after.
pretty much. Yeah,
Pretty
there's
much,
the brick.
exactly.
So Chef Aaron Robbins is here tonight. He's going to be our special guest. We're going to talk to him about what it was like to work with us and to keep a restaurant going in LA for over 15 years.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty awesome.
Cool. Get a chef's
And we have
perspective.
to ask
It's all
him how he feels about us literally turning this into his restaurant. If you
Yeah.
went to his restaurant, it looks like
Yeah,
this.
we'll ask him about that.
Exactly like
Did
this.
Pickles
We've
go
got
with
it.
her, says Kay Forrest. Did Pickles go to Vegas with her?
We'll have to wait
Guys,
and
you're going to
find
have to
out.
find out. You guys
also-
are going to have to find
We
out.
also have Bob and Phyllis here.
So, the
So excited
characters
about
you're going to
that.
meet tonight I hear they're dining here with us at Bistro Huddy. Bob and Phyllis. Bob is the goofy guy who does all the dad jokes, and Phyllis is his long-suffering wife, if you're not familiar with them. They are dining at Bistro Huddy tonight, and we have convinced them to come hang out with you one at a time and answer some questions. Christina Michelle is impatient. Gotta wait. What's been going on with you guys? How's work, right? Has it been crazy? Some reopenings. I've heard, I'm in a lot of, well, both of us are in a lot of Facebook groups with servers and back of the house people, and we're hearing about some of the states that have opened. It is full on.
We just started doing partial indoor dining again
in
LA.
LA.
Although I feel like there's been like rogue restaurants that have just done it even though they're not supposed to. But legally now, you can.
So curious how you guys are hanging in there. For those of you who are restaurant workers, hats off to you for getting us all through this year. For those of you who are not, thank you for your continued patience. Got a $3,000 tip on Sunday. No joke, says Lacey Glenna.
Wow.
$3,000 tip. I'm guessing you're in the U.S. That's $3,000 and not like $3,000.
That's amazing.
Something else?
Tell us more about this $3,000 tip.
Yeah.
How much was their bill?
Can you tell us a little about that, Lacey? Like,
were they super generous, or did they have a big check? What's going on? Yeah. And I don't mean to be, if you're new, I don't mean to be looking down. I am reading the chat from my phone.
Yeah, so Andrea.
I'm trying to multitask.
She's a co-host and a moderator.
Yeah.
So she's doing a lot of hats. A lot of hats.
A lot of hats.
A lot of hats for you.
We also, if you're new here, we do a really fun segment at the very end, so make sure you don't leave, where Drew improvises and with your help creates a brand new character, and it's really fun.
It's
Last
so
week was
fun.
hilarious.
Yeah. So with your suggestions, I will create a new character on the spot. Last week we combined like 3 suggestions, and I ended up playing a 90-year-old Greek Brooklyn restaurant manager who is terrified of meat.
Yes.
That happened, and he got
what was his name again?
Alessandro Tomorosoro.
Drew never remembered the last name.
Surviving on my sugar daddy loneliness. Crazy shoo. Do you have a sugar daddy? Oh, you guys. B-Man Legend 5 calls unemployment fun employment.
Ooh.
He's enjoying his unemployment. No one shows up for interviews. I'm hearing that. Really hard to get, particularly back of the house staff. Maybe that's something we could ask Aaron about too. Because of the extended unemployment bump, some of the cooks are just like, I'm out.
It's crazy. That's crazy. It's not.
So I'm hearing that.
It's not that much.
I know the manager says Kikiri 1121. Interesting. Interesting.
Let's jot that down in my little notes over here.
Do we need to get information for some of these?
No.
Is there a way to? Okay, cool.
You mean for
wink,
the
wink,
code word?
Wink, wink.
No, we're good.
Okay. I'm kind of dumb to stuff, so. Someone hasn't worked. All right, great. So that's it. That's the show. We've got Bob and Phyllis going to chat with you. We've got Chef Aaron Robbins. We've got create a character trivia. Look for that. We have a brand new video. So much going on. And we have, as always, our new segment last week, which is now, as always, called 5 on Live.
I was going to say,
5
as always,
on
last week.
Live, right. It's now officially every...
It is now always. We're always going to do it. 5 on Live.
5 on Live. What is 5 on Live?
This week's 5 on Live.
This week's 5 on Live
is going to be 5 things that chefs wish that they could tell you.
Chefs wish
you
they
being
could tell
the customer.
you. 5 things chefs wish they could tell you. So look for that later on in the show too. We are packing it in. It's nonstop action. Even when I'm going to get Bob and Phyllis, we're entertaining you guys. So someone says I kissed the owner. Wow, a B-Man legend. I know the owner and worked here in high school. My God. Hook a girl up with a Ben Affleck looking sugar daddies. So do you know any Ben Affleck sugar daddies? Andrea actually knows some celebrities. She might actually know Ben Affleck.
I thought you were going to say Andrea actually knows sugar daddies. No.
Andrea actually has like a whole roster of sugar daddies.
Like I do?
So
Just
she
a
hands
bit?
them
I
out
didn't
like
practice
candy. So who needs a sugar daddy? Andrea's got you.
I used to actually love sugar daddies, like the candy sugar daddies. But they're really gross now to me.
You trying to make me jealous?
No, I'm just saying I used to like that candy.
I don't know if that's code.
No.
I don't know if that's like the real candy or code.
It's candy.
So.
But I wouldn't eat it.
Hooked up with Jean-Georges. I don't know how to say that. It sounds 10 pounds of sausage in a 5-pound cage.
That's a lot.
I feel like that may have been something I wasn't supposed to read. Andrea's always like, don't read that name. Don't do that.
You guys are safe, but on TikTok, there's some people on TikTok, and they'll try. They're younger kids, and they'll try to get Drew, bless his heart, for being a little bit older and not hip with the lingo, to say some really crazy stuff, and then they have him on camera saying something that he thought was a name, but it's really something super offensive.
I was homeschooled, and I was raised without a television in our house, and I was homeschooled, so I'm also just like a little clueless sometimes. Drew, what's the name of the restaurant again? This restaurant is Bistro Huddy.
Bistro Huddy.
Chef Aaron Robbins is
at Boneyard Bistro.
Is at Boneyard Bistro. That's what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, bro, just call him old. She said, damn, just call him old.
I mess with him.
Yeah, we just mess.
He's just my dad.
K-Force is homeschooled too. Homeschoolers, weirdos. Should we meet one of these characters?
I think so.
Okay, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready to watch the brand new video premiering tonight? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is Bridget in Vegas.
Oh, it's the first thing we're going to do.
Yes.
All right, get ready.
Yeah, it's the first thing we're going to do. We're about to watch Bridget in Vegas, guys. I'm very excited about this. Get ready. And then when we come back, I think Bob's going to be here to talk to you guys. All right? Here we go. Okay, guys, you know the plan was for me to come here and put my stimulus check all on red and double it. But I got so scared I couldn't do it. So I just put like $5 in a penny slot machine. But I won. I won the jackpot, guys. $200,000. Also, big news. And you're never going to believe this. And I know this sounds crazy. But I met someone. And we fell in love. And he asked me to marry him. We're going to do it in this cute little chapel here in Vegas with Elvis. Oh, by the way, his name is Travis. And he is so handsome. So this is Travis.
Gonzaga to win it all.
Travis. Say hi.
Hey, my little jackpot baby.
So cute. He always calls me that.
Oh my gosh, Bridget.
Are you insane?
Nicole, what are you doing here?
He's literally posted an IG story every minute for the past 3 days.
Oh my gosh, you can be my maid of honor.
Bridge, no one is getting married. He's totally sus. No, Nicole. Travis is a great guy. He's here literally to win money for his Children's Hospital Orphanage charity.
Yeah, in Bolivia.
I thought it was Guatemala.
Right, I mean, same thing.
See?
Right?
What's her name?
That's my little jackpot baby.
He always calls me that. It's so cute. It's Terry. Oh my gosh. She said if we don't work tomorrow, we're fired.
Come on, you're jackpot baby. We don't have to work anymore.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell you, mama.
Hey, wow, backstage of Bistro Huddy. I'm so glad to be here. Oh man, what were you guys watching? Some video, huh? Nicole is the perfect friend. We've had Nicole as a server. Actually, I think we're gonna have her tonight. We just got sat. Phyllis and I always come here on Wednesdays to Bistro Huddy and harass the staff. But they love it. They love it. Yeah. Bob is here. How is everybody? What's going on? They said, hey, Bob, why don't you go back there and answer some questions on Twitch? I said, Twitch? I don't know what that is, but I've got an itch. Will you scratch it? I was like, and who's over here? We got
I'm just
Andrea.
hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out over here.
I know Andrea pretty well. And every time I come to Bistro Huddy, I'm always giving her the business, so to speak. But she's a good sport about it.
You are.
I
am, yeah.
Hey, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Bob.
Bob who?
It's me, Bob and Phyllis. We come here every Wednesday. What is wrong with you? Oh, man. Hey, let's see. Are there some questions here? They said you guys would have some questions.
Yeah, we've got...
So punny.
Rudakova7 wants to know, what's your best tip?
What's my best tip?
Yeah.
$2. Oh, wait. You probably meant like a tip on marriage, right? By the way, Phyllis is waiting out there. I just want to poke my head and see how she's doing. Let's see. Let's see how Phyllis is doing. Yeah. She seemed a little lost. I mean, Phyllis is like waiting to. We flipped a coin of who would come in here first, and I won. And Phyllis looks like she's left all alone. I was like, go ahead and sit down. I was like, go ahead and have a seat. Get a cocktail. Poor thing. Yeah, poor Phyllis. Everybody says poor Phyllis. You know what? She's lucky to have me. Who wouldn't want... Look, I got the whole package, ladies. Right? What do women say they want? A good-looking man. Check. A good, steady job. Check. And a sense of humor. And I don't think I have to tell you that I have a pretty good sense of humor. Isn't that right, Andrea?
Right. Right-a-roo.
Right-a-roo. I couldn't have written it better myself.
We've got a lot of fans in here, Bob.
What do you do for a living? I sell insurance. You in the market for some? Nebulas? Wait, Nebulas. Is that how you say it? Nebulas, like a snake. But you might be getting on up there in years, and you might need some life insurance. You never know when you're going to go, folks. And I don't want to get morbid, but you never know when you're going to go. I had a best friend just the other day, just up and went to the bathroom in the middle of a poker game. He came back. He's fine.
Hey, Bob, we got a question from Body Pillow Pimp.
Okay.
Wanting to know if you like crispy tacos or soft ones.
Crispy tacos or soft ones. I like crispy tacos, and I like soft ones. You can ask Phyllis if I like soft ones.
Dead Man's Party wants to know if your hair is natural because it looks so full.
Oh yeah, this is 100% natural. They told me they naturally grew it in a lab. You won't believe how many hamsters I had to kill to get this hair. You go into the spot and they just say, here, pick out your hamster. It's kind of like going to a seafood restaurant and picking out a lobster. How many years have you had that same hairstyle? Well, maybe I could scrounge up a picture of my childhood and you could see for yourself. But let's see, how old am I? Years old. That's how long I've had the hairstyle. I've had it years old. Should we check on Phyllis? I wonder how Phyllis is doing. Oh God. Phyllis? Okay. You know what? Poor thing. She's like she looked like a fish in an aquarium. She was just like, hell, let me in. I can't even. Oh, poor thing. I think you're going to get to talk to her after me. You're probably all like, get the hell out of here, Bob. Let's talk to the fun lady, right? Best marriage tip. Okay. You want me to get real with you guys and give you like a real marriage tip? You want me to give you like a real marriage tip? Whenever she says, do you like this dress or this dress? Or do I look good in this dress? Or how's my hair? Here's what you do, guys. You don't just say right away, yeah, or that one, because then it sounds like you don't care. You pause like this. And you think. And you might be thinking about the game or the score or your balls itching or whatever. Wow. But you just stare at her for a minute and you go, And then you go, I like that one. And you point at one of them. You won't know, but you just point at one. But it's that moment of thought. All right? That's some real advice for you. Right? Andrea, have you ever heard that advice before?
Come to think about it, I think maybe I have.
Really? From where?
From my husband, Drew. Is
that right? Sounds like a good guy.
I don't know now if he's doing these moves.
That was good advice, right? Bro, can you say...
Don't say that.
Oh, is that in Chile, it is a culture.
Wait, we've got another question.
All right.
Karen's boy toy wants to know, do you wear sandals with socks?
Do you wear sandals with socks? Don't I look like a gentleman? Of course I do. I mow the grass in sandals and socks. Never been more comfortable, you know? Should we check on Phyllis? I'm worried about Phyllis.
I think she's okay back
Let's
there.
just see how she's doing.
All right.
Oh, God. She does not. What is she? Is she okay? I don't know what is going on with her. She is, does she have hair? I don't know. I hope so. Oh, it's not the air that's important, guys. We need to make sure she has some medication she's on. So we got to make sure she's got enough meds.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, no, nothing. Wait, Andrea, you seem concerned.
No, I'm good. Sorry, one of our guests is here.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, I should probably make way for Phyllis soon.
Yeah.
Do you need to go talk to our guest? Maybe not. Well, I don't know what's going on. I'm just Bob here. Poor Phyllis is out there. She's desperate for a drink and to sit down and get food. And I'm over here rambling. So probably as soon as I get out of here and bring old Phyllis on, then we can get to Phyllis, and then we can get to our guest and all that stuff. So, true or false? Bob has a T-shirt from every place he's ever gone on vacation. You're damn right. Double Yeti Sam Squatch. Double Yeti Sam Squatch. I mean, that is a fun name to say. I don't know how you guys don't just say each other's names over and over. Let's Get Baked says, no, it's just chill pills to deal with, Bob. Hey, Andrea, I know the owner. Man, I could just read this chat all day. You guys are riveting. Very exciting. Give Phyllis a foot rub. Are you out of your damn mind? All right, I'll give you a second piece of advice. Never rub your wife's foot. You know why? No, it's not that it's disgusting or anything like that. You never rub your wife's foot, because once you do it, you're going to be doing it for the rest of your damn life. All right? So that's what I'm saying. In marriage, if you do it once, you're going to be doing it your whole damn life. So you got to be careful. Okay? So don't rub her feet. My God. You people are rookies. How long, have you even been married? Let's Get Baked. Well, it's Phyllis's drink and your drink. I drink iced tea. And Phyllis has one cocktail every time. She does a Tanqueray and tonic, and then she switches to water. And if she doesn't have her Tanqueray and tonic, I make her, because you don't want to have dinner with her without it. All right. Who is your favorite Bistro Huddy server? Drew, because he laughs at all my jokes. He has a good sense of humor. Drew will laugh at all my jokes. It's true. He gets them. Some of these people like Nicole, she doesn't get them. She has no sense of humor. I don't want to say she's not smart, but she just doesn't. She doesn't get it, you know. All right. I got to get out of here. We're going to bring Phyllis on. Poor thing's been out there like trapped in a goldfish bowl. All right. I guess I'm supposed to say bye here, okay? So let's, I don't know what's going on next. All right. I think they said there's some trivia next, okay? All right. Bye, everybody. Oh, this light is so bright. Oh, this light is very bright. What do I do? What's happening? Oh, hi, Phyllis. Oh, they know me? Oh, God. I'm parched. Bob and I go to dinner at Bistro Huddy every Wednesday, and they know us, they know where we sit and all that, and we get here in this time, and they're like, go chat with these people on the internet. And I'm used to having my cocktail by now. I have a Tanqueray and tonic. And I have not had it. You'd think they'd help a girl out. Did you have your Tanqueray and tonic yet? No, I did not. They had me stuck in this broom closet, basically, just staring at the wall. I felt like a trapped animal in there. What meds are you on, Phil? Oh, who told you I was on meds? Was that Bob? Oh, he's the worst. A lady doesn't talk about her age or the meds she's on. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what meds I'm on. You can guess, I guess. All right, what do? I read these and I talk to you? I know the owner says ask somebody. Is ass a part of their name? What is happening on the internet? This is why I don't go on the internet. You people are just dirty.
Hey, Phyllis, the apathetic wants to know how you and Bob met.
Oh, the apathetic wants to know how Bob and I met. His sister introduced us. And because she knew both of us, I was teaching kindergarten with her. And so we knew each other that way. Her name's Angela. And she said, well, you should meet my brother. You're single. He's single. He's studying to get his insurance sales license thing or whatever. He's going to have a good job and good man, good sense of humor. And she introduced us. And we, he was very charming, And the thing is, he didn't change. He just kind of stayed the same way. He didn't learn anything. He didn't learn any new jokes or anything for over 30 years now. So yeah, we do have 2 kids. they're both adults now. I don't know why you want to know about my family. Oh, shut up. That's cute. She's the hostess. What's happening?
Wait, they want to know what your favorite joke of Bob's is.
I'm sorry. Did you say you want to know what my favorite joke of Bob's is? Are you implying that I enjoy his jokes? I don't know what to tell you. I guess I could tell you one of my favorites is one he does at the restaurant. It's the only restaurant joke I really like. Is he'll say when they say, would you like, or when they bring the check, he'll say, oh, we didn't order that. And the only reason I like that is because one of these days I'm hoping that they just say, oh, and then we can leave without paying. That's never happened. But that's what I'm hoping will happen. Are you more of a needlepoint or knitting master? Oh, I don't really knit. Is that surprising? Do I look like a knitter? $1 million. I hate that joke, Puns Pam. I hate that joke. They'll say, what else do you want? And he'll say, $1 million. And then he looks and then he laughs. And Drew, who's our favorite little server, he's great. Drew is great. But my only complaint about Drew is he laughs at all of Bob's jokes. And I just want to say, Drew, please stop, because when you laugh, it makes him think he's funny and he'll keep doing it. Do you know what I mean? Andrea, you got to get
I know exactly what you mean.
You're married to Drew.
I am.
So can I just make a plea right now? Will you tell him to stop laughing at these goddamn jokes?
He's not, because he is a younger version of Bob. He does those jokes too.
I'm so sorry to hear you say that. Did you say Drew's a younger version of Bob?
He is. It's his future, unfortunately.
I have one piece of advice for Andrea. Run.
That leads us to something that Christina Michelle actually asked, if you're happy in your marriage, and if not, what would you change?
Why would you ask me if I'm happy in my marriage? I've been married to him for over 30 years. I'm too old now to go date. Does it matter if I'm happy? I'm in marriage. Sometimes some people, I guess, are in love. I'm in marriage. I'm up to my neck in it.
I don't think you were going to say neck. What were you going to say?
I was going to say I'm up to my shit paddles. Up to my shittles. It's my favorite. I'm up to my shittles in it. Oh, shittles. Do you guys go to dinner at 4 p.m.? I would, but they don't. They do the bar menu only till 5. It's really annoying. You go there and you got to get like this little apps and stuff. So we go at 5 to get the full dinner menu. So I don't want to hassle them.
What's your favorite thing to eat at Bistro Huddy?
Well,
Tori was asking this.
It changes, but they have a pasta primavera I like. There's a lot of veggies in it, and they'll add chicken or shrimp, and that's kind of a mood thing for me. So I'll do like a shrimp pasta primavera, and sometimes, and it's just like it's just enough, you know. It's not too heavy, but it fills me up, and sometimes I'll make a second meal out of it. Usually I will. So, and then sometimes Bob will just reach over and be like, "Oh," and he'll eat the rest of it, and that gets my goat. Have you ever caught yourself using a Bob joke at the hairdresser or somewhere? If I did, I sure as hell am not going to tell you, because you'll tell Bob. And then Bob will just feel like a champion. I wouldn't be able to tolerate him if he ever felt like he had got one over on me. If he thought I was telling his jokes, it would ruin me.
It would make him so happy, though.
What do you do to escape Bob for a little bit? Hide in the closet? No, I go on little girl dates with my friend Martha. I think you know Martha. Martha eats at Bistro Huddy too. She's so sweet.
We love Martha.
Oh yeah, Martha's a little firecracker. She's very shy, but like she's got a little spark in her eye. I like her. By the way, ass is in my name backwards, though. Okay, whatever that means.
Melissa. Backwards.
What? Melissa?
Yeah.
Backwards is ass?
No, it's...
I must have not gone to the right grammar school.
That username backwards is Melissa.
Okay. Whatever you say, sweet child. Whatever you say, sweet
Miss
child.
Teacher Mama wants to know if you're a natural blonde.
How dare you? How do you ask a lady all these questions? No, I'm not. But I have a good colorist. Her name is Jasmine. And I've gone to Jasmine for 20 years, and she colors my hair. And she gets it really good. I don't know if you can tell, there's no roots. It's just, I really take a lot of pride in my hair, obviously. And I'd like to do little cute bows and things like that.
We have a really good question from Lumon9. They're asking what a wild story from your past was before you settled down with Bob.
Oh, a little wild. Okay. Now, there was a young man that I went on a trip to Tijuana with. And if you know Clint, who's the bartender at Bistro Huddy, he looked a lot like Clint.
Ooh.
He was very handsome. His name was Eric. I know it's not a sexy name. But Eric and I went to Tijuana, and we got wild. I'm not going to go into too many details, but let's just say we got a little I'm sorry. That was a different relationship. That was Jared. We got a little sand in places that sand doesn't usually go.
Wait, now we need to know about Jared. Where were you with the hay with Jared?
So Jared and I, he was a farm boy.
Oh, okay.
And we went for, well, I guess you call it a roll in the hay. And Jared was a strapping man. I mean, he was a big farm boy, you know, like a farm-fed big boy. And he
I think we're learning too much about you, Phyllis. I'm not mad about it. I like it.
I thought you said you wanted to hear about Jared.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Now you're shaming me.
I'm definitely not shaming you. I want to hear more. This side of you I've never seen. You normally don't speak.
He said, have you ever groomed a horse? And I said, no, I never groomed a horse. And he said, well, come here. I want to show you my horse. My horse Roscoe. We went back to this barn, and there was no horse in there. And I said, well, how are we going to groom a horse if there's no horse? And I turned around, and his shirt was off. Jared's shirt was off. And I was just, I was pretty young at the time. And I started feeling some things I'd never felt before. And next thing I know, I was grooming a horse, if you know what I mean.
I hope Bob can't hear these stories.
I don't know. But Jared, God bless you. He taught me some things. So, yes,
Phyllis has a complicated backstory.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've always prided myself on being adventurous. That's the thing. I've always prided myself on being adventurous. So, you know, Bob knows. How does Bob know? Lindsay from Arkansas. You know, I heard a linguist recently explain why in Kansas they say Kansas, in Arkansas they say Arkansas, even though the Kansas part's spelled the same. Mm-hmm. And I forgot what he said. Yeah, but yeah, he explained it. Have you seen that?
But there's like a scientific reason of why.
Oh, well, it was actually there was settlers from different
words.
Parts of the word, and these people were from a part of the world where that was pronounced Saw, and these people were from a part of the world where it was pronounced Kansas.
Okay.
And so I just can't remember the details. Maybe our friend Lindsay would be able to explain that. No.
Ooh, Phyllis, do you have any secret tattoos?
Oh, no. Bob would never let me get a tattoo. You know.
I didn't know if you did it in your wild, hey, Tijuana days.
Oh, no. I'm not. I mean, I had youthful experiences. That doesn't mean I'm a punk rocker. I know a lot of you are getting tattoos now and you're not punk rockers, so please settle down. But I'm just saying that's not something I would do.
They want to know if you have any more raunchy stories before you go.
Any more raunchy stories? The Bistro Huddy dog is barking.
Let me go make her stop.
I have one more raunchy story for you. It was Bob and I were only about 3 years into our marriage, and we were looking to spice things up, and we joined what I guess they call a key club, and we were going to have a party one night at our place at this key club, and apparently you just enjoy each other's company in adult ways. And it did not go well. I ended up with Bob. at the key party thing. Everybody ended up swapping around, and Bob and I ended up together. Because no one wanted to be with Bob, and I felt bad. I guess that's not a raunchy story. That's just kind of like the story of my life, kind of a story. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Phyllis, your voice sounds like a man. Oh, well, I guess I have a deeper register, so I'm sorry I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I think we have a special guest or something coming on here, so I'm going to go. But it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure talking to you all. I love you too. Thank you for talking to me. This is actually kind of a bright spot in my week. So thank you very much to each of you. All right. Okay. Come into Bistro Huddy sometime on Wednesday and say hi. Okay. Bye.
Hi, yeah, it's been a while. Do you mind checking on our food?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Let me go check on that for you. I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Nico, drop by.
Hey guys,
Tim
wait.
30's asking about their food. Do you know how much longer?
It'll be ready when it's ready, asshole.
You. It's a simple
I'm
question.
buried in chickens. I'm down 2 guys, and Nico sliced his finger off 5 minutes ago.
Back on. I'm good.
But I just got triple sat myself. Auto fired your entire section at the same time, asshole.
Get
You
out
got my
of the kitchen.
kitchen.
All right. Well, you know those chefs, just making sure everything's perfect, putting the final touches on it.
They're artists. They are.
Well, hello and good evening.
Hi.
Well, I'm Greg, and I'll be taking good care of you tonight.
Okay.
What do you say we start off with a little cocktail? Don't tell me. Rosé.
You're good. Excuse me. Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Do you have a whiskey list?
We sure do, bud, but I think we both know you're just going to order Maker's Mark.
He does love Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been really getting into
All right.
scotches lately.
Let me get that glass of Jacqueline Leon started.
Jacqueline.
And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. My name's Greg.
Okay.
Actually, I have a question about the lamb kebabs.
I'll be right
back.
Okay. You do love Maker's Mark.
Okay, sir. Everything's in the bag. I put the fries on top. Okay. Have a great night. Thank you.
Hey,
Oh, did I forget the ranch?
I just want to take another look at you.
Ooh.
Great.
How were Bob and Phyllis?
We saw a whole new side of Phyllis.
Really?
It was her actually speaking. You
Yeah.
just learned so much about her.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing.
Phyllis doesn't usually speak that much.
She doesn't,
Yeah, it's cool.
but it was great.
We are really excited about what's next. We are very excited. This is very exciting for us. As we mentioned, Chef Aaron Robbins from the Boneyard Bistro is here. The amazing restaurant. It's been open for over 15 years now in Sherman Oaks. If you're in the LA area,
You have to go.
if you have not gone yet, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It's the best barbecue I've had in this town and many other towns. So
Yeah.
doing it the right way, slow and low. I was proud to serve that food while I was working there. It's really good. So the chef and owner is here tonight to talk to you and give a back of the house perspective, because I know a lot of you work in restaurants. Some of you are front, some of you are back.
Yeah, type in the comments if you are front of the house or back of the house, whether you work currently or if you did. If you are a retired restaurant person,
Yeah.
let us know which side you're on.
Yeah. Pam's aunt lives in Sherman Oaks. You can go.
Oh, tell her to come on by.
Well, no, go get her and bring her. So, should we?
Someone said they drove by that all the time. Well, next
cool.
time, stop on by.
Okay. So, should we meet the man?
We should meet him.
All right. Let's bring
Get
him
his
in.
little intro.
Oops.
His fun little intro.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right. Yeah. All right.
All right,
So
let's get it.
here he is, the man of the hour, Chef Aaron Robbins. Hello.
How are you?
How are you? We're really excited. We know him really well. So
We know him really well. So
he's already, look at him. He looks a little like he's scared of what we're going to ask him.
The tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
there's nothing to be
The
scared
interview
of.
has switched sides.
Yeah.
So we mentioned earlier, in case you joined the live a little bit later, Aaron owns Boneyard Bistro in Sherman Oaks, which is the restaurant that Drew and I met at, which is also the restaurant that Bistro Huddy is very much inspired by.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, like, is it weird that we've totally copied your restaurant? Like brick walls. This is actually
Well,
a
let's,
booth.
yeah, I wanted to ask him about this.
It's actually a booth from his restaurant
This booth
that we now own.
he just remodeled, and this was table 30. Table 30, and you have a lot of memories there. Is there a particular thing that it makes you think about more than any, a person or thing?
Table 30 has had a lot of interesting things happen at it. It was where the chili donut was born.
Oh, it's true.
So tell them, they may not know what the chili donut is.
So one night, many years ago, we were talking about a new dish with a server that you guys know well, Mike Dirksen.
Yep.
And we were talking about chili burgers and how to pull off a chili burger. But our burger has always been a big gourmet burger.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, we're trying to get it to work out. And I'm like, it just squirts out. You need to have low grade buns and everything else, and not the brioche we were using. So he goes, well, what if you made the burger in the shape of a donut? And I went, when you cut it, it'll all fall out. But he said the word donut, and we had donuts on the menu for dessert. So I said, I'll be back in a minute. And went into the kitchen. I said, fry up some donut holes, and we injected chili into the donut.
We did. If you guys go to our Instagram at Boneyard Bistro's Instagram, there is a picture there, I'm sure, of the chili filled donuts. It's basically a donut hole filled with Kobe beef chili with melted cheddar cheese on top of it, diced pickles and onion, little dollop of mustard. Genius. It's been
so
on.
good.
It was on Food
It's
Network.
an appetizer.
It's been on a lot of
Food Network.
Yeah, they've.
But that happened at table 30.
Okay.
Well, now we have that
now we
memory.
have
And the
with us
first customer I
forever.
threw out was on table 30.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
The first.
Oh,
the first.
okay.
We should get into.
Now, I want to talk to you about this. This is really interesting, guys. We all know the term, the customer is always right. Aaron, I'm not going to say Aaron doesn't believe that. All I'm going to say is this. When he remodeled the Boneyard Bistro, he had an artist draw caskets above the entrance from the bar to the restroom area. It's a row of caskets with a couple that are empty. I want Aaron to tell us a little bit about what that means.
There's still room to put more bodies.
But what
But here,
philosophy
wait,
do you
I
have?
have to say this. So Aaron, you know, it's a chef-owned restaurant. If you've ever worked in a chef-owned restaurant before, you know the passion is unlike anywhere else. He could be really intense, but I will say, no matter what, he always had our back. So he can like scream, curse us out, and 2 seconds later, if there was an issue on the floor with the customer, with us, he always had our back. And so I just think that's really cool because one of our viral videos was when the manager had your back.
Yeah.
And you've always done that. And so I think that's so cool. So the Bloody Deeds, I support it because it was always in our favor.
Yeah, but he's thrown people out who demanded unreasonable things.
Yeah.
Is that a way of saying it?
If they're just incredibly disrespectful to the staff, for starters, disrespectful to other customers. You know, I understand when you're a customer, you want a great experience. But that shouldn't be at the cost of everybody else having a great experience as well.
Amen.
So, you know, we want everybody's there to have a good time.
Yeah.
Let's all have a good time.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, the Debbie Downer and the rotten apple.
Yeah. But what was it ever for, like, getting into it specifically with you though about a dish or a demand they were making and it was unreasonable, or is it?
There's been a few.
For some reason, I had it in my head. It was like that. It was like,
you know, there's, you know, some people asking for dishes that I'm simply not going to, you know, bastardize them into something that they shouldn't be.
Right.
You know, I'll let people, you know, do things and screw up their own food to a point, but I'm not going to help them screw it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Let us know in
and
the
then
chat.
for them to complain.
Let us know in the chat if you work for a corporate restaurant or if you've worked for a family-owned restaurant. And specifically if you've worked for a chef-owned restaurant, because it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And we'll open it up too. If you have questions about Aaron working with us and having us be his employees for over a decade,
Yeah.
ask away. He'll give you
questions?
give you the lowdown.
What
was it like working with us? Were we the best?
Oh, you were just peaches and cream.
What do you call? What was
you guys were great.
What was the nickname for Andrea?
I was like the queen.
She was just simply the queen.
It's so true.
She was the one who ran the whole restaurant but wouldn't take the position.
Right.
He wanted me to be manager so bad.
She was
He still to this day.
refused that job.
Hell
She still refuses the job.
Hell no. But I do run their social media, so I'm still connected to you
Absolutely.
in some way. And in a really fun way, I think. I love doing it for you guys.
And you still can describe the chili donut perfectly.
Still, even though I don't need
Yeah. It's like we can never, it's like riding a bike.
Brian was here last week and we were interviewing him and he called me out on how I didn't have the best knowledge of stuff, but I always did a good job.
You had among the best knowledge of food.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
But
It was the alcohol.
It's the alcohol, and when our restaurant, we have exceptionally high levels of alcohol.
They have how many taps do we have now?
42 taps.
42 beer taps.
Not just any taps.
Yeah, craft
Beer.
Revolving craft.
You
Revolving
did
craft beer.
not take the deal with Anheuser or whatever.
There's no domestic.
So there's no. It's all handpicked by Aaron and the bar staff of the beers that they have, and it's a rotating list
Really
of 42
amazing
craft
whiskeys
beers.
and bourbons.
Crazy whiskeys and bourbons. So if you're into that kind of stuff too, it's a great.
Wait, we have a lot of questions about what Drew was like as a server.
Drew was a good server. He was funny. He was really, really consistent. He was probably the most consistent server we had.
Yeah.
Not the biggest
Go back to the funny. You said funny.
He was funny.
Funny. Go on.
He was entertaining.
Yeah.
But his sales were
His sales
trash.
were a little light at times. But
everyone had a good time.
But you knew if he fluctuated more than 50 cents on average per person a month, something was going on.
So we had these monthly server meetings, and one of the things, it kind of stopped towards the end, but Aaron would pull what our sales were, so we can kind of see what our average, what we were selling, who was lacking in alcohol sales, me, and Drew's were always exactly the same.
Yeah, very consistent.
All the time. It just never changed.
Yeah.
Even a little bit. In almost 10 years.
And it was usually in the top 25 to 30% of servers, right? It wasn't like I was consistently mediocre.
You were consistently mediocre.
Oh God.
You were so. It depended if we had newbies or not.
Yeah.
So if there was, we had like our top two, but they were power sellers because of alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're your.
If you could sell like the really expensive whiskeys like these guys could, then
it changes everything.
All right, we have a question for you from Lumon 9, Aaron. Aaron, when it comes to hiring, what's it like dealing with a new generation where people are more inclined to no-show to interviews? What's your opinion on the best way to get people to stay long-term? And you've had some people stay long-term.
The new generation is different. It's definitely different. I think we provide a really good environment, which is why you guys stayed as long. And a good portion of our staff has had. We've actually hired a lot of new people recently. I would say back of the house has a much harder time getting with the no-show problem than the front of the house. I've hired a bunch of both. Servers I've noticed are looking for a really good and positive environment. The kitchen's a whole different animal.
yeah.
Completely different animal.
Yeah.
I think right now, honestly, the biggest headache the kitchen deals with on it is we're dealing with a lot of unemployment benefits that are way extended out right now.
We're seeing that.
And that's having a huge effect because restaurants, the way the pay breakdown is, they honestly can't. It's not an easy thing to compete with.
Yeah.
And if you can just stay home and make basically the same money,
why would
you go to work?
Right.
So it's not that there isn't work to be had, because every every restaurant I know is looking.
Yeah. I see it all the time too, because I do their social media and I interact with a lot of restaurants that are in our area, and everyone is kind of struggling trying to find staff.
What's gonna happen is as society reopens and businesses open and restaurants are at full force again, we're gonna have a huge problem because there's such a shortage of cooks. And it was pre-COVID, it had already started. But with this, you have this huge black hole of lack of cooks, and it's a shame because where everyone's going to want to thrive, and we're going to be withheld. We're going to be held back on it. But this had actually happened been going on about the last 5 years. We had seen, even like we're involved with a lot of culinary instructors and teach at colleges and stuff, and even and some in the high school level even. There's been the younger generation has not had the interest. I think the days of celebrity chef kind of got blown out. So
Okay.
it doesn't have the same draw.
Everyone's like a home chef now.
Or they've kind of figured out like it's like, well, so few make it to that celebrity chef status. Like,
very few make it to the celebrity chef status, but you have a lot of people. There's a lot of room. Our industry has so much room for growth.
Yeah.
And it's moving faster than it honestly should. I mean, in my days, when I started, you were expected to be cooking on the line 5 to 8 years before you'd even entertain being a sous chef. One of the problems we see is, guys have been cooking for 6 to 12 months, and, well, somebody needed a sous chef, so they took it.
Yeah.
And they can't really cook well.
Yeah, but they were showing up on time.
But they got the job, and they got the little bump, and next thing you know, they're put in a situation and they're failing, and they're fired, and they go pick another job because they're not going to start over again.
So I think one more question, then we'll go to our next segment.
Okay.
All right. This is from Thomas Melanie Howe. Aaron, which of Bistro Huddy's employees, you've seen some videos.
Yeah, I have.
Bistro Huddy's employees, do you identify with most and why?
Probably, who's it, Nico, the hardcore, the center chef?
No,
that's
Joey.
Joey? Yeah, probably Joey.
Joey,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
On a lot of levels. I mean, a little bit of actually all three of those guys in some ways.
So Aaron used to work when I first started. It was a smaller restaurant than what Boneyard is now, and the kitchen was open so everyone in the dining room could see. And at that point, it was a different vibe than what it is now. Now we have a bar. The bar that you see in our videos is actually the bar from Boneyard Bistro. So if you're in the area, one, go there to eat, and go two, to see all of these places that we put in our videos.
They
are
do
actually
often
from
have
there.
plenty on tap, not
But
always, but.
The point is, he was on the line, and he would scream. Like, he would scream so loud at all of us, and everyone could hear in the dining room, and it was the weirdest thing. And now he's like a teddy bear. You've changed. You've gotten soft. You've gotten soft.
Children.
Nah, you reserve it for when it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
And it's really not necessary.
I've been telling you that for years when he would yell at me.
On the line, it's a different thing. It's a Jekyll and Hyde situation.
Yeah.
You get back on the line, there's so many things you're focusing on. You want it to be perfect. You want people to have the very best. And the reality is the servers benefit heavily by us executing properly.
Yeah.
Sure.
If we don't execute properly, the tips drop massively.
Yeah.
So it's a team.
It's very
game.
true.
Before we go to the next segment, I just have to say one last thing about Boneyard. It's a place that's really, really special to me. I obviously still work there in some capacity by doing their social media because I just can't get rid of the place. But I just have to say, in LA, I've never seen that. Drew and I were talking about this earlier. From Florida, from Nashville, I don't know, you guys could tell me from where you live if this is like that by you, but in LA, it's so weird because a place can be insanely popular and then something will open up down the street or 2 blocks away, and then that place will just die. The lifespan of clubs and bars and restaurants in LA is so short. And for Boneyard to still be thriving the way that it is, we're almost at 16 years that it's been open. It's so amazing, and I just feel claps for you for that because you've adapted and you've changed and you've made it still be incredible, and it just says a lot about the chef that you are and the person that you are.
I appreciate the kind words.
I'm never going to say kind words again to him, so we need to get him now. I'm just kidding. I love this guy. I love this guy. Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's amazing to me that it's still open, and that's why I really wanted.
Maddie B says, well, Maddie B is Karen's boy toy, 85% failure.
Yeah,
rate.
it's
Does that sound right?
insane. It's crazy.
85.
How,
Restaurants at least.
I mean, especially during COVID, it's been
At
really
least?
sad.
So it's like
It's
1 in
been
10
really
work out?
sad.
If I recall, it was, I mean, like 10% survived the first year. And
Hold
then,
on, my
like-
dog's going crazy.
like
I got
another,
Sorry, guys.
and then like half of those will fail by the end of the second year.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, you have a lot of people who go into the business, don't know, they're not from the business.
Yeah.
But, I think, Boneyard's always just had a magic. There's a chemistry.
Yeah.
People have worked for us for long, long periods of time. People get to know our customers.
Yeah.
We've always had to try to have the family environment.
Yeah.
You can bring her up.
Even though we've evolved. I mean, we just keeps evolving into something new all the time. But it's not, a lot of things may start with me, and a lot of things that people will object to that I'm doing, and then they'll see what I'm seeing later. But it's because we have a staff that cares. I don't bring in people who don't care. If you don't care, why are you there?
Yeah.
Would you say Brian is probably the best person on the staff?
Oh my God, hands down.
He's
All right,
on.
guys.
I see him
go
on
to
the chat.
Boneyard
I see-
Bistro. You
I see
got to go
Brian
to
on the
Boneyard.
chat,
If
so.
you're in the LA area, if you plan a visit to LA area, write it on your list, because I'm not kidding. It really is really good food. It's an amazing family-owned restaurant. I mean, so much to Drew and I.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you'll get to see these Bistro Huddy backdrops that we use for the bar.
Mm-hmm.
For any kind of brick backdrop you see is actually from Boneyard.
Very
The
cool.
kitchen is from Boneyard, yeah. So thanks for letting us use your restaurant.
Aaron's gonna stick around for this next segment, or you got to
Yeah.
run?
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
gonna say more.
All right, the 5 on live. All right, that's right. It's the 5 on live, the second ever of this
Second
new
ever, as
segment,
always.
which I love. And today, what's the topic?
Okay, the topic is 5 things that chefs wish that they could tell customers. So since Aaron is a chef, restaurant owner, we'll kind of get his 2 cents on this. And again, comment in the chat. Comment if you agree. Even if you're not a chef, let us know what you think about this.
Okay.
And yes, is it on Ventura Boulevard? It is on Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah.
In Sherman Oaks.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. So number 1,
I'll put it in the
and I
chat.
feel like this is definitely for servers as well. Learning, so this is things you'd wish you could tell customers. Learning how you actually like your meat cooked will make everyone's life much easier. I agree with that. I agree with that only because as a server, people will order something medium well or whatever, and then you'll cook it medium well, and then they are like, this is well done. And it's like, no, that's medium well. People, I agree that would make everyone's life.
It'd be nice if everybody knew what medium well,
Right.
medium
Yeah.
rare actually was.
Is this real? Is this thing real?
The thumb
The
trick.
thumb thing? Like,
It is from a cooking standpoint.
it's
Wait,
it's
what's
this
the
here,
thumb
right?
trick?
Rare.
It's right
then
here. It's on
medium
top.
rare.
It's this.
Oh, it's this.
Yeah. And it is.
What
But
is that?
You
It's,
stick your finger
If you do
in
a
the
full
meat.
fist.
if you do a full fist and you tighten it up, it's well. So
So what's medium rare?
Oh, so it's like that
just
tough?
barely together. It should be soft. It should bounce.
I
back.
Can
always
never
heard it
be
was
a
like-
chef. I
But
can
that's from a
never do
cooking
that.
standpoint.
I heard it was
so
like this, and if you fold one finger, it's like rare. 2, it's like mid rare. Then
There's a
medium.
billion ways. It's either there's everybody has their own style on it, but
Okay.
it has nothing to do with.
So
But
how
if
would
the
you?
customer actually knew what red was versus rosy versus pink versus light pink, it would help.
Pittsburgh style.
I feel like at Boneyard, me personally got used to some of the customers that they would come in regularly and they would order medium, but they would want it medium well. And so I started bringing it in how they would want it. And I would
Well,
tell them.
yeah.
So they knew, but I was like, this is how you want it, trust me. Or I would just do it and then they would be like, this is perfect. And I would say, it's medium well. That's just so you know for future. This is medium well.
So is it medium well or is it medium well minus?
Oh, yeah.
This is
Medium well
plus.
plus.
Medium well
What is
plus.
plus? Okay.
All right,
All right,
number
moving
2.
on. Number 2.
Number 2.
You shouldn't order anything well done.
You shouldn't order.
You should
anything?
not. You should not order anything well done.
Is that true?
Thoughts?
No, I think French fries well done.
He just got well done French fries from In-N-Out tonight.
Well, not. It depends on the fry, but certain fries are like
But
well
meat.
done.
In and out. It's
Meat
got.
No, you know what? It's funny. Is there's certain meats you really shouldn't. Sometimes it's your upbringing. You don't know it any
Yeah.
other way, and you're just not going to convince somebody.
Okay, I have one reason why maybe people would order well done. If you're pregnant, right? if you're pregnant, you're not supposed to have. No?
You
I don't
shouldn't
eat.
probably be eating rare, but
Okay, whatever.
Well, you don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat. We used to have people that would order burgers at Boneyard, and we've used it, I think, in a video, like make it burnt like a hockey puck.
Oh yeah.
That would be
that's
the
my wife.
Yeah. They'll say literally.
Wait, so
burn,
let's talk
burn
about
the
that
hell out of it.
Wait
I don't
for a
care.
quick second. So Susie orders things like burnt like
She
a hockey
likes
puck.
her steaks.
As a chef, are you cringing when she orders that? Are you just like, oh
Absolutely
my god?
cringing.
Yeah. So you
It's
go out
just
to
like-
dinner at a nice place, and
We
she's
can't
like,
split it. And see, I'm getting older, so now I get to the point where you start splitting.
Yeah.
And it's like, and
It's
my
just
favorite
like-
part is usually the outside edge of the steak, even though I like it on the rarer side. So it's like, okay,
It's just like
You get your steak, I'll
crispy
get
burnt
mine.
char.
yeah.
yeah, she's a Midwell plus.
Oh my god. Midwell plus.
Number.
All right, number 3. Customers who arrive minutes before the kitchen closes are annoying. I feel like as an owner, you probably disagree with that because you're like, I want the money, I don't care.
Right.
It depends. It depends. There actually is a line.
Yeah.
Yeah, if people are right up just before we close, you see, oh, well, we get more sales. But the reality is I have to pay the staff longer.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
it's not always a win. I want the customer to be happy, but it depends. You know.
Yeah.
It really
If we
is.
close at 10, don't come in at 9:55.
Yeah.
That's
Unless you
just,
want to do like
but
takeout.
I want
and
to do
then
some
just like-
takeout. Maybe I can get it out quickly, but
But the thing is, as an owner, do you think of it more in terms of like, well, if I say no 9:55, then they don't come back. Like you have to do it almost just so people know 10 means 10, or no?
I mean, a lot of it also has to deal with a bit of the bar scene and
Yeah.
how you can put it. I mean, if you have a
Labor.
hard close at 10, I'll let
I'm
it go.
seeing so many funny comments from the other ones.
Yeah.
Medium rare, but no blood.
Yeah, that's a good one. We've seen that one a
Butterfly
lot.
with a brick on it covered on.
Someone asked earlier, I want to get back to it. WTF Doido123 said, as an owner of a restaurant, do you low-key enjoy hearing the work drama sometimes, or is it all nonsense?
It's funny to listen to.
Yeah.
Some of it, you look at it as nonsense, but I mean, everybody has their own world and has their own life, and what's important to them is very different than what's important to me. I don't understand a lot of the whining and complaining about things instead of just get off your ass and do something about it.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, do it. But
do you like the
Well, this just made me think of two
relationship,
things.
What is, like,
relationship drama and like
relationship drama,
that stuff? I'm saying it's like you like
Were
the
you worried we
juicy-
would have relationship drama when you found out we started dating? Were you like, oh no, Andrea, my star employee, might have drama, and then it's gonna be awkward, and I'm gonna
Oh
have
no,
to like.
Drew, my star employee.
I mean, I just felt bad. What if, we may lose Drew over this.
I wasn't going anywhere, buddy.
Andrew doesn't go anywhere. I knew about most of your drama for most of your career.
I have to say, yeah, I've had a lot of drama. Aaron knows all of it. So, two things that just made me think of. One, Aaron's office is by the server station, but we always huddled by the bar. And we would talk in very hushed tones, and somehow Aaron would hear. Like, did you have a listening device? Like, what the hell? He would hear in his office. We would try to like be low key talking about stuff.
It was bugged.
And you would hear. So it made me think of that. The other thing, we've always been a really tight knit group of people, and so when Drew got hired, it's when the bar opened and the restaurant expanded. But I was there before that, and we were so tight. I don't even know if you remember this. One of our employees thought she might be pregnant, and she was so freaked out on her shift, Lena. And you went and got her a pregnancy test because we couldn't leave because we had to work. And you went and she was like, I just need to know right now. And you went and got her a pregnancy.
I don't recall that real well, but
like that's how close we were. That he's just like, all right, I'll go get it. And Aaron just went to the grocery store.
The amount of employees that came into my office and I got them signed up for their COVID tests.
Yeah.
Or for their COVID vaccinations.
Yeah.
You're
like,
you do
"Here,
it.
Dad,
You
help
do
me."
the best. It's kind of like I said. It's kind of family. You take
He was
care of
just
it.
excited to maybe get another future employee. He was like, Lena, you giving me a busser?
Oh God. All right, let's keep going. All right, number 4. Claiming you have an allergy because you don't like something is one of the most unpleasant things you could do at a restaurant. It's really messed up when people do that.
It's a major problem, actually.
Yeah.
It's a real problem. If it's a legitimate allergy, we need to know.
Yeah.
we're genuinely concerned. The last thing we need is someone having an anaphylactic shock, which I've
and
seen.
I feel like we have always taken allergies like beyond serious, so it's really shitty if someone.
And there's a lot of people. It's not an allergy.
Yeah.
They just don't like it.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, I really don't like this.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
We
we
can
don't
usually take care
care.
of it.
We don't care
It's
if
not
you
a
don't
big
like
deal.
it. We don't have to give it to you.
The worst one though is we had one that said, I'm allergic to gluten. I can't have any flour. Da, 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 da. She said, really had a big cow about it. It's like, okay. So we made all these dishes completely not so they're gluten free. Then she ordered dessert.
Yeah. Yep.
And we went, you can't have that. And she said, oh no, I just didn't want the carbs.
Yep. I want to make this video. This is a video I'm going to make.
People are insane.
It's just like we stopped everything we were doing.
Gluten allergies.
I'm making this video.
And I know tons of people
is
who have
gonna
real
happen.
gluten
Wait.
issues. It's like
Mom of 3, you're not allergic to cilantro. You just don't like it. I feel like
That
people say
cilantro's-
that all the time.
cilantro's probably the biggest.
Yeah, it's a huge one.
I know percentage of the population of cilantro tastes like puke.
Celiac is a
Tastes
big
like
one.
Soap or puke.
Onions. I'm allergic to onions. Well,
Allergic
then you
to
shouldn't be eating anything because it's in
Every
everything.
damn thing. All right, we should wrap this segment.
Okay, last one before we move on to our improv. All right, don't ask for substitutions that will change the change the dish. Just order something else. I feel like you support that. Aaron was hardcore about that years ago.
Don't
now
screw up your dish.
Now you're a lot more flexible with substitutions, but if it's a special that has an ingredient or something in it that you believe is key to it, I feel like it's offensive to...
We've seen people really try to really ruin their own meals. There's just a line where it's just like, you know what? You want it, make it at home. You're paying me to make this experience for you.
Yeah.
Why are you screwing it up?
Yeah.
Right.
But on the other side, you don't want cheddar, you want Swiss, fine.
Yeah.
You want, but there's some things, it's just, I'm sorry, but I just can't.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
So Hollowell says they're artists. They're artists. They
They
really
are
are.
artists.
They are. All right. Should we say thank you?
Yeah, we have any last words for Aaron before we send him off before the improv?
Okay, so it's a preference, right? Exactly.
So we have Roy, I'm assuming you're a cook, a chef. He said I was far more lenient with approving mods on the menu and it was slower. I feel like that's Sam. Sam's a lot more lenient.
Yeah.
If we're getting rocked,
Yeah.
the whole restaurant is packed and we're jamming out of control, for us to make big changes is a big deal.
Yeah.
If we're not going nuts, then if it's not a big deal, we'll do it. But
So this person wrote, I want Aaron to see this. You can always tell when a person has worked in a restaurant. There's an empathy that can only be cultivated by those who've stood between a hungry mouth and a $28 pork chop.
I read that earlier
This is
today.
Bourdain. This is the Bourdain.
Yeah.
A special understanding of the way a bunch of motley misfits can be a family. Anthony Bourdain. That's
yeah,
right.
no, it's one of the truest things. I mean, everything Anthony spouted was the truth. And I read his book when I was in culinary school 27 years ago. And
So
that's
you were
a
what,
real-
2 years old?
Yeah, I was like 2 years old. That was one of the things that he said that was it really I connected to it as far as being in the kitchen. And yeah, the kitchen is a motley crew. I always called our crew a motley crew.
Yeah.
It was.
But it's a family.
It is a family, and it is a family of misfits.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
All right. Round of applause for Aaron.
Yeah,
Thank you so
Aaron.
much.
Aaron.
Follow his restaurant on Instagram at Boneyard Bistro. We'll put it in the chat. And seriously, if you're in the LA area, if you come to visit, go check it out because it is
The
a
brisket's
special,
amazing.
special place.
They do a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of specials too.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on and dishing.
All right. We ready to do some improv?
I think so. Yeah. The next segment is Create a Character by Aaron. Aaron's leaving. Andrea's walking him out. So you're left with just me. How cool was that, though? A real live chef. I tried to hide this from him because I stole this from the restaurant. But now that he's gone, I'm gonna get the restaurant grade water pitcher out and fill the old water flask. I borrowed this from his restaurant at the beginning of COVID for my sketches because they didn't need it, and I still have it. You guys want to see Ruby, huh? Yeah. She'll make it on here. We're doing like 2 characters at a time, so we'll get to everybody eventually. That was really cool. That was cool.
That was fun.
Maddie B says he sounds like he'd be cool to work for.
He is.
He is now. And he can't, yeah.
I mean, he obviously was cool to work for because we worked for him.
We worked there for like
decade.
10 years, me and longer for Andrea.
I will say that
he's great.
He's so particular about who he hires. So there was one time before the restaurant expanded, before Drew got there, but I worked with someone that I hated, this guy Nathaniel. He was such a effer. But other than him, he's always hired really cool people, and he makes sure that your attitude and your vibe will fit with everyone else's. So it was just, we always were worked with really cool people. The back of the house was awesome. Front of the house was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, like, there was at one point 4 couples there. So there was a lot of like matchmaking going on there. I met Andrea there. There's another couple that's still together. There was another couple that went really long. I remember there was a bunch. Anyway, so it's create a character.
Yes.
It's create a character. So how does this work, Andrea? Do you want to...
Okay, so you guys are going to help us figure this out. So put in the chat, you're going to create, so you can give any sort of suggestions, things this person might love, things they might hate, personality traits that they might have.
And she'll pick 2 or 3 of them.
And the more specific
and I'll create a character based off your suggestion. So you could say, like last time it was like a Brooklyn restaurant manager, and then someone said a really old Greek guy, and someone said
hates meat,
terrified of meat, and she combined them all. So you could just give some descriptions of the personality of the person, or like what kind of job, where they're from, and that kind of thing. And Andrea will pick a few.
We've got some fun suggestions rolling in.
What do you got?
I'm gonna get a couple more and see if I can combine some of these.
The guy who thinks he's friends with the entire staff and stays way past closing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait, I'm gonna just let one.
It can be a woman too. It can be a woman too. I play men and women, so.
Okay, so I've got it. So it's gonna be a man.
Okay.
Just because it's fun when you play man. Okay, so this man calls everyone hun.
Calls everyone hun.
Where
are you seeing this? Oh, I see it.
Calls everyone
From Dead
hun.
Man's Party. You got to say who says it.
Oh, sorry. Dead Man's Party, the suggestion. So, but that's part of it. Calls everyone hun. Mom of 3, Angie, we're going to do that. Thinks he's friends with the entire staff. So guy thinks he's friends with the entire staff. Calls everyone hun. Is really passionate about banjo. And let me see if I have anything else.
I love that.
And is a sugar daddy. So this guy is a sugar daddy that thinks he's friends with the entire staff, calls everyone hun, and is
He's
passionate.
a sugar daddy.
Yes.
Who thinks he's friends with the entire staff, calls everyone hun, and is passionate about banjo.
Let me get a wig. Let me find a wig.
So Andrea's going to go find a
wig for this guy.
A wig for me to wear for this. All right. Passionate about banjo, so I feel like he might have a southern drawl. And he's a sugar daddy. He calls everybody hun. And he's passionate about the banjo. All right.
I have 2 options. I need the chat.
Okay.
Okay. Is this guy a total sleaze, or is he kind of normal? I need to know sleaze or normal, because that'll determine.
Well, I mean, I'm already doing the character a little bit. So, all right, hun?
All right, we're doing this one that I have in my hand.
So, you tell me what he's going to wear. All right. So, Andrea's got a wig for me. I don't know what she's going to give me. Put this on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Hey. All right, hun. Man, so good to be back at Bistro Huddy. I feel like I'm home when I'm here. Reminds me of that song It's called The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I don't know if you ever heard it. Devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He was looking to make a deal. Fire on the mountain, run, boy, run. Devil in the house on the rising sun. That's my air banjo. Chicken in the hen house picking out dough. Don't y'all know? Hey, hon.
Oh, God.
Can you hand me a mint, hon? Thanks, hon. Man, you guys are great. That was the violin, but you didn't hear the Charlie Daniels went on a whole banjo kick for a while, and he would do that song to banjo instead of violin. Matty B, smart ass. Did I tell you how much I love Bistro Huddy? I come in here and my little honey Nicole, she always like plays hard to get. You know what I mean? She'll be like, oh no, here comes Ray. But I always hunt her down. You know what I mean? I'm always like, Nicole, come on now. Talk to me, hon. And then she'll chat me up all night, you know. She'll just disappear for a while, but I always catch her somewhere like on her phone or whatever. So, and you know, Bridget's always sweet. And yeah. Dueling banjos. That sounds like a party. Take me there. Oh, man. So what's going on?
So let's pause for a second.
Okay.
All right. In the chat.
Hey, I'm paused.
In the chat,
I am not in a hurry.
What situation now he's going to be in? Is there a situation with the table? Is
What's
there
a situation?
with an employee at Bistro Huddy? What is this to set up the improv scene he's going to do with this freak?
By the way, I'm looking to I'll just say that. I told Nicole, I'm like, baby, I will take care of you. You know what I mean? I got money. And I don't spend it on myself. I spend it on my little sugar baby. So if you're out there and you're like, hey, Ray, I wouldn't mind hanging out with you. And I'm a beautiful young lady. And I don't have a particular form of income right now. Let's talk.
Okay, all right. So Dead Man's Party. I like this.
right.
We're going to do that. So
Okay.
you're a server now at Bistro Huddy. You still have the same. You're still sugar daddy. You still everyone's
I'm sorry.
fun.
I'm a server?
Yes. You're
Okay.
a server now.
Okay.
And
okay.
your table ordered ravioli,
Uh-huh.
but you brought them tortellini.
Okay.
And you're trying to convince them that it's the same thing.
They ordered ravioli and I brought them tortellini.
Yeah, and you're trying to convince them it's the same thing.
Look, hon, I know you probably think you understand Italian food, and you might, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not about the food. It's not about what dish you ordered or didn't order. I don't want to sit here and argue with you about that. I wanted to talk to you about opening yourself up through a proper mindset to enjoy a new experience. Okay? And right now, hon, you have an opportunity to try a dish that maybe you wouldn't have tried otherwise. And I'm not saying I did it on purpose, but I'm also not saying that I'm not a creature of the universe. And sometimes I'm merely doing the bidding of the universe. So let's both go on this journey together, sweetheart, and take a bite of that delicious tortellini.
All right. So now we have one that says he's the best villain for Bistro Huddy. So now let's have this. We did an Oscar moment last time. So this Oscar villain moment with Ray.
I'm a server still?
You're still a server, but you're with Ray and Brad, the other server. The best villain moment. What was their conflict?
I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
All right.
All right, talk to me.
You're still a server.
Okay.
But now we're going to do your little Oscar moment like you did
Oscar,
that last time.
Oscar's speech?
Oscar speech, not like
And who's
Oscar
Brad?
the Busser.
I'm Brad?
No, you're going to be doing it with Brad.
Okay.
And what is the conflict that this Oscar-winning speech is going to be? Let me know in the chat. With him and Brad.
Oh, I'm talking to Brad.
You're talking
My
to
boy
Brad.
Brad.
You're the villain, though.
Oh.
So you're the villain.
Ooh, the villain. I like it.
You were going to show us an award-winning
Yeah.
villainous speech. The speech that gave you an Academy Award.
It's just an honor to be nominated, to be honest.
And I just need your help. What's it going to be about?
By the way, I am still looking for that sugar baby. So if you're out there and you're like, hey, this Ray guy sounds like he might be a barrel of fun. All right. Oh, that sounds like McConaughey. All right. So what do we look?
All right, we're gonna nix it from being your villainous moment with Brad. This is your villainous moment of you to try to turn a vegan into ordering a steak.
This is my villainous moment of me trying to turn a vegan into ordering a steak.
Yeah. Oscar-winning moment. People have crushes on you already. People are down with this.
Look at me. I know you're vegan. I get it. If I'm being honest, there was a week in 2003 where I was a vegan too. And it wasn't easy. And so I know what you're thinking. I've been you. I am you. But there was that moment at the end of that week when I took a bite of a ribeye, bone in. And something happened to me when that meat was between my teeth. And I felt like I was a part of every animal and person that had ever lived on this planet all at the same time. And God at the same time. And I knew the truth right then. And the truth is that we are all connected. And by consuming each other, we become one. That truth is now available to you, and it can set you free. And it sounds a little like this. Eat that meat, eat that meat, eat that meat on the mountaintop. Eat that meat, eat that meat, eat that meat on the mountaintop. And when you come down from the mountain, you will see that eating meat is part of how we be. Eating meat is how we be.
Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That right there is Oscar material.
Beautiful.
Let's be honest. Speaking of Oscar, Oscar is the busser at Bistro Huddy, and I think he deserves a little respect because he's also a Southern boy. Scratch my cauliflower steak. I'll take your bone-in ribeye, 16 ounce. Okay, we have a convert. Although I highly doubt Maddie B was ever a vegan. Oh, man, this has been fun. Any other scenarios?
All right, you guys tell me. Any other?
Right,
this gave me Charles Manson vibes, Kyle said. Our dog is growling right now. All right, last one. We'll do Dead Man's Party. You do a fake phone call of you leaving a voicemail trying to get Bridget to cover your shift.
Okay.
As Ray.
All right. Hey, Nikki. It's old Ray. Listen, I got a little favor to ask of you. I need tomorrow night off. I know it's a Tuesday night and all that. You might have plans, soaking in that bubble bath, but I got plans and with a particular somebody, and I need you to work for me, sweet hon. And I thought I could maybe work for you sometime next week. So give me a ring-a-ding back, sweetheart. And we'll talk turkey. She's not calling.
She's not calling because you called her Nikki. It was Bridget, not Nicole.
Oh, shit. I thought we were calling Nicole. My bad. Well, she is not going to like that. All right, guys. I guess... I got her name wrong. So sorry.
Do another voicemail correcting yourself.
Bridge over troubled waters. Hey, it's old Ray. Listen, accidentally called you Nikki. And it's only because I love both of you so much, and I get you guys confused a little bit because you're little besties at work, little inseparables. So I hope you understand. Ray's got nothing but love in his heart for you. By the way, can you work for me Tuesday night? I would appreciate it. All right, signing off. She's not calling back. No, she ain't calling back. Huh? Brian gave me a clap, clap, clap.
No, Hollowell gave Brian a clap, clap, clap.
Brian Patrick McGrath gave me a clap, clap, clap.
No. Brian,
Listen.
Brian.
Listen. Don't worry about it.
Brian.
Hun, don't worry about it. All right.
Okay, Nikki.
Should we wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
All right.
Which is something I don't think Ray does.
Look at that wig hair. My God, that's rough. Guys, thank you so much. How fun was that? That was so fun. No, Brian did not give me the clap. That was just Ray. We're going to wrap it up here. This has been a blast. Andrea.
Drew.
This has been so fun.
So fun.
You look great. You still look great.
You do too.
Through the whole hour and a half, you just stayed radiant.
Because I don't put wigs on, so my hair stays cute.
That's true. My hair gets a little roughed up.
Great, though.
But thank you to all of you who have come back multiple times. It means so much.
Yeah.
Thank you to Zach and Eli for moderating and putting the socials in for you guys to follow. This was super fun. Great meeting Aaron. Thanks again to Aaron Robbins of Boneyard Bistro. Thanks to Bob and Phyllis who took a little time.
I hope we need Phyllis to speak more in some of our little skits. Yeah, she's lived a life that I was unaware of.
Yeah, she's had a life. You guys are great. So we'll be here every Wednesday night for the foreseeable future. And we're going to throw in some more streams.
Yeah. Last time we did a behind the scenes.
We did a behind the scenes. Some of you saw that where we were filming a video and you guys just watched and gave us suggestions. So you helped us write it. I'm going to go back and look at your suggestions for the next chapter of Bridget in Vegas too, because I'm curious what you guys want to do with that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be posting those videos probably tomorrow on Instagram so everybody else can catch up. But you saw it here first on the live. Also, if you want to tip, you can. Someone was asking after last week, so I don't think we have it hooked up here on Twitch yet. But if you do want to do a gratuity, it's not expected or anything like that. But we do have Venmo. It's at Drew Talbert. Would be the Venmo or Cash App. It's the same. It's at Drew Talbert. You can throw a little coin if you enjoyed it and want to, but no biggie. That is available to you. And then I think when we get to like affiliate status on here, we might be able to unlock some of that.
Yeah. We've got to stream a lot more for that.
We got to stream a lot more.
To become affiliate.
Yeah.
So hopefully you don't get bored of us.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep finding new ways to get creative, I guess.
And if you have someone you want to see as a guest on here, maybe someone from TikTok or a chef or someone like that you want to see.
Yeah.
Hopefully as we keep building this, we can attract more fun people. It was awesome having Brian last week and Aaron, so we can keep having
Brian's
some
in the chat right now.
I know, Brian was amazing.
Got a couple friends in the chat right now.
Yeah. Anyway, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Just thanks again for tuning in, and thank you so much for those that joined in the chat because it's really fun. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we miss some of the things you say, and we go back and watch this, and then we die because we're like, how did we not see that?
Yeah.
So it's so fun. Yeah. So if you've written in the chat, know that if we've missed it, we go back and see it, and
I love it.
It means a lot to us. Seriously.
Is there a possibility of Andrea's Steakhouse being a competing restaurant becoming a thing?
There was a competing restaurant.
But Andrea's, you play like all the characters.
It's all me. I just put on all the wigs.
Yes.
And do like way not as good of a job. But that'd be funny.
Listen to her. Okay. That's it, guys.
That's it. Thank you.
We love you so much.
Woo!
Yeah. Bye. The Apathetic is asking about the giveaway. We can talk about it now.
So we had a giveaway. The thing is, we wanted to announce it.
It's over now. It's closed. The giveaway is closed.
We had a code word that if you said, I know the owner, some people said I know the manager, so if you said that, I'm still counting it.
By the way, we gave that out on Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, follow it so you can know the giveaway next time. But you had to come on the chat here and say, I know the owner. Mm-hmm. Those of you who did, we're going to go back through and find
Make
you.
sure everyone's in.
And then we will do a random drawing
Yes.
for the winner, and you will receive a personalized video cameo style.
And you'll be able to choose whether you
you-
want it to be for you, if you want it a gift for somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, you
whatever
could do it.
want.
You could do it as a gift for someone, like a birthday present or
Yeah.
whatever. And
Drew's done 100 cameos.
Yeah, it's
100.
celebrating 100 cameos.
That's crazy.
By the way,
That's
if you want a cameo, it's cameo.com/Drew Talbert. I am not available through the app because Apple takes 30% more. So go to the website, cameo.com/Drew Talbert if you want to book a cameo. But Apathetic, we will notify the winner.
Yeah.
So you can do that.
So
through,
I could private message them. So I'll do the
Through
usernames
Twitch.
that are on here. Yeah.
So she'll private
We'll
message
do
the
usernames
winner.
here, do a random drawing, and then
Yeah.
we'll reach out via direct message.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll get some merch going too.
Yeah.
for
We've
sure.
talked about that. It's gonna happen. We just need to get our shit together.
All right. Should
All
we
right,
say
thank
bye?
you so much again. Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye.
I'm trying